Okay, y'all, let's go ahead. I'm gonna just go ahead and do these potatoes, this sweet potato right quick. After all, I got my sugar. Remember I told you if I don't have it, I'm not worried about it. So I normally put half brown sugar and half white sugar, but I'm out of brown sugar. So we doing all white, honey. I'm not worried about it making it too sweet because like I said, we're not having a dessert, number one. Number two, it's still not gonna be super sweet because you just think like with these casseroles, you know how you can use a marshmallow top. Y'all, this was cooked in the Instapot. Y'all saw how easily I just peeled it. Instapot. 15 to 20 minutes. Nothing short of amazing. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to show you these beautiful sweet potatoes when they come out. You can make sweet potatoes in the Instapot. Whether you're using them for a casserole, a pie, they've been soaking so they're clean. Whether you're using them for a pie, a casserole, or whether you just want to split it and eat it as a side, the Instapot is the way. I thought about trying this because I remember when I first got my old Instapot, people were saying that even regular baked potatoes, like russet potatoes, are best in the Instapot. They did a study and compared baking them in the oven, putting them in the microwave, putting them in the air fryer, and it was concluded that the Instapot is the best way. So let me show you. We're going to add just a little water. I rearranged a bit just to make sure that the biggest one was at the bottom. We're going to add just a little water. You always have to have a little water in the Instapot to create the steam. Otherwise, it'll try and scorch on you unless you have one of those baskets. And we're going to turn it on. Let's see what setting we're going to use. We're going to do pressure. And I don't see potatoes, so I'm going to go ahead and click for custom. And I'm going to put it on 1 hour. That's my magic number, y'all, for the Instapot. We're going to put it on 1 hour. We press start. And it's showing keep warm because this is the preheating. And when it gets to the middle where it says cooking, it'll say do not remove lid. So just that easy. As simple as 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to show you these beautiful sweet potatoes when they come out. Look, y'all, you see the sugar at the bottom? Oh, even that big one. Even the big one is tender, y'all. Yeah. Ooh. Ouch, I burned myself. Look, I want y'all to see. 15 minutes in the Instapot, and this how your sweet potatoes look. You got the fructose on the bottom of the boiler. My God almighty. 15 minutes, y'all. 15 minutes. If it looks like strings on your potato, be sure to remove that. And I'm going to show you. Okay, y'all, it calls for a half a stick of butter. But I'm adding extra everything, so I'm going to go ahead and do the whole stick. And then I want to add a little bit of this Chef Sammy's honey butter. This has cinnamon in it as well. I saw this in my fridge and just decided why not. We don't eat it on much else because we don't do a lot of breakfast. So I'm going to go in with like a heaping tablespoon. Okay. So we're going to stick this in the microwave. Here's the butter, y'all. You can see the cinnamon butter with it. And this is unsalted butter. That's all I buy anyway because that's what I use in my pound cakes. So I like to be able to control my salt. So let's just go ahead while I have this spatula and do a little hand mixing because I haven't scraped down my sides anyway. And see, it's not all that much potato. It's not as much as you thought. And butter make it taste better, baby. So a little extra butter will not hurt. You see how tender they are now? Beautiful orange color. All right. And now for our sugar. Okay, so again, the recipe calls for a half cup of brown and a half a cup of white. And I'm not talking about alcohol, y'all. I'm talking about sugar. Again, I don't have any brown sugar. So we're going to do a full cup of white. And a tad bit more to accommodate for the extra amount of the other ingredients. Everything I like to go in and hand mix first. Don't let them be the human touch. Never forget that. That's in life and in cooking. Nothing beats a human touch. That's why homemade food tastes so much better than processed. Just gonna take my pink salt grinder, grind one time. Make a hand stir. So we know. So we normally use 2 large eggs. That's 1. 2. That's 3. I don't want my casserole super fluffy. I rather have a bit of stiffness. So 3 eggs is all I'm going to use. I'm not going to completely double it and make it 4. See how it's already turned into more of a souffle texture? And we haven't cooked anything, we're just baking. Now, I also could add a little baking soda in here at the end if I wanted to. Okay. And then lastly, we're going to go in with our vanilla. Oops, I forgot the milk, y'all. So not lastly, but next to lastly. Put a good amount of vanilla in there. And this is the milk, the only brand milk that I use. So I had this in the refrigerator. That's about 1.5 cups. Ooh, wee kg. Oh yes. Oh yes. Color is changing. It's going from like an orange to a pumpkin. Or a peach even. It looks like peach in color. Okay, y'all. Per usual, I got to add some more sugar to this mix. Per usual. I always end up adding like another half a cup. At this point, I'm thinking I need to alter my recipe because I swear it's like, I can recall at least another half a cup. I do not eat sweets hardly at all. So it's not that I have too much of a sweet tooth. Okay, I'm gonna mix this in by hand. Okay, y'all, we're ready to put this in the fridge, and all I have to do is wipe the kitchen counters down. I've been cleaning up. All my dishes are clean to put in the dishwasher. Glory to God. Y'all, I'm gonna use my Wilton spray, but technically you want to take like a soft stick of butter or either some melted butter and go around your pan. That's the best thing to use. I'm just doing this because it's a little less calories and I'm making it for myself and my family. So if I were making it for somebody else, I would use butter in the pan so y'all can see the consistency right there. I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator like this, and we'll put the topping on it tomorrow before we bake it, because you don't want your topping to turn soggy anyway. I mean, you could put it on top of here, like if you're fixing it for somebody or you wanted to sell them frozen, you could put it on top of here and do that. But because I know I'm baking it tomorrow, I'm just gonna wait and do my topping so that graham cracker crust will be fresh and as crunchy as possible. We want that crunch, honey. Ooh wee. Let me see if I have enough to make my friend a small pan. Moving on to the sweet potato casserole. Y'all have no idea why the frame in this clip came out so narrow like this, but I didn't want you to miss the crumb topping, so forgive me for that. Bring it in some. Alright, so as you can see here, we have flour, sugar, and then over here we have graham cracker crumbs already in the box. Oh, I remember my mom made her ice box like lemon meringue pies. She used to make me crunch up the graham cracker. They didn't even make this then. And then I got pecans. Okay, so I want to show you how I'm going to make this. I'm not sure of the measurement. I'm just going by eye, but I will determine how much I'm using as I go, and I'll call it out in the video so that I can write it up as a recipe. Remember, we don't have brown sugar, so we're using all white sugar. I knew that was going to happen. I hope y'all didn't see that. Okay, let's get started. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put in my nuts, because your nuts are the main component to your topping. Okay, depending on how many pecans you like. We love pecans, in case you don't already know. Okay, that's the pecans. I'll put a little bit more because, sorry about that. I'm going to put a little bit more because we're going to be doing a small pie as well. I'm going to reserve a little of the space on both pans to put marshmallow, just in case somebody wants marshmallow. Now, what happens with the graham cracker crust, it acts as a binding agent. And I would say you don't want to use equal parts nuts and graham cracker crust, but I would definitely say like 3/4 of whatever your nuts, however many nuts you have. So this is probably 1.25 cups of pecans and about 3/4 graham cracker crust. Okay, so that graham cracker crust acts as my binder. I'm gonna make it sweet. We're gonna go in and we're gonna add 1, 2. I'm just gonna go ahead and make it 3. 3. The graham cracker crust is already sweet. It's not terribly sweet, but sweet enough. But we're using the sugar for 2 purposes. We want that sugar to caramelize and give us that crunchy top. We can't get crunch without sugar, okay? Normally, you would do this with brown sugar or either a mixture of brown sugar and white. So you have your nuts because you want nuts. You have your cracker crust, which is going to bind together once you moisten it. And then I had my sugar to sweeten it. So now, in order to hold it all together and have it baked together as a nice crust, you go in with flour. Okay, the flour is going to keep it all together. And so I'm doing 1 spoon of flour. Mix it all together. And this is what we're going to put on top. Just that simple, y'all. Our butter is now melted. So this is an entire stick of butter. And you'll see some people pour it on, but just to make sure I have it on as evenly as possible, I like to spoon it. Especially when I know I don't want to use any more butter than what I have. Like I don't want to have to go back and melt more butter because I see spots. They look like they won't caramelize. This is plenty of butter, baby. We already got butter. I already got butter in the casserole. But it does make it.
Kisses crumbs, the China you wanna see. We got the sweet and the savory, which one you wanna eat? Got some chicken and ribs, that's a movie KG. That season of homemade, man, it put you on your feet. Make you laugh and shout, not talking to a degree. Got a variety of food that I know you like to eat. If you wanna try it for yourself, hope you come and see. You can even come and get it, all we do is delivery. Kisses crumbs, we just wanna be the best at this. We just make our food with effectiveness and elegance. Kisses crumbs, we just wanna be the best at this. We just make our food with effectiveness and elegance. Yeah.
Here it is, y'all. Our ooey gooey potato souffle. Sweet potato souffle. Sweet potato casserole. Whatever you want to call it. 3/4 sugar graham cracker pecan crust. And a small portion with marshmallow. Ooh wee.